Hello, hope you guys are doing well, and today I'm going to be playing Smite's newest addition to their god roster, and that's going to be Aladdin. Now, I know that I'm a day late on this video. I did upload the guide 2 days ago, and in that guide I said I would post the gameplay the next day, but I wasn't able to upload yesterday, unfortunately, so I hope you guys are okay with 1 day late on this video. Now the things we're going to be covering this video, we're going to be obviously commentating. I want to talk a lot about how his abilities work together as opposed to what his actual abilities do, because there's the guide for that. I want to talk about the specific build that I'm using, and we're going to have some fun with Aladdin. Now, if you did want to just learn everything there is to know about the character and actually, learn how to play him, then I uploaded a guide 2 days ago for Aladdin. And that's going to be a really good guide for you. It's only 12 minutes long, but it is jam-packed with everything you need to know about the character, from what his abilities do, how to combo these abilities properly, what to build, where to play him, just literally everything. You can go ahead and take a look at that guide if you want to, and then come back to this video, or watch this video and then go to the guide. It really doesn't matter. Either way, you're going to learn the character. Now, the reason I like uploading videos after guides is because the guide will teach you on paper exactly how to play the character, and then you can come look at the videos and know how to do it in practice, which I think is a very nice way of doing things. So yeah, finally got to the Aladdin guide. Now I'm gonna attempt to gank this Neath. Now, in case you guys have no idea what this character does, he runs on walls just as such. I'm going to be able to actually pick up the kill underneath with the jump into the first ability combo, throwing in some auto attacks in there for good measure. And I'm going to look for a gank over at the dual lane. But yeah, very, very cool character already, just with one ability. And obviously he has more of those. And we'll, cover a little bit in a second. But at first, I'm looking at the Aphrodite. We would love to go on the Cupid, but the Cupid is just going to dash away. So Aphrodite has to be the only option here. And we will be able to pick up the Aphrodite and do some good damage on the Cupid. And now I can clear these back camps and possibly look for a gank over at the solo lane, which is a very popular thing to do, is gank one of the side lanes, instantly teleport over to one of the other lanes, and it just ends up working beautifully. So now that they're clearing this, I'm going to go ahead and teleport over to the solo lane side of the map and attempt to do something with this enemy solo laner. Oh no, unfortunately our Mulan ended up taking a lot of damage. And to be honest with Chalk, this early in the game, I don't know if I'll be able to kill him, especially if he has Shell. Definitely not if he has Shell. We got his ultimate, but we're able to dash away unscathed. If Mulan would have lived there, we have a really high chance of killing him. I mean, it's both of us together that would have actually landed us the kill. Now that she is here and at full health, if he stays, I feel like we could easily kill him, or at least I hope that's the case. So I'm going to wait around in the jungle to see if he actually did stay. Not sure if he did. I'm going to clear these and then take my back. But yeah, Aladdin, I'm going to be completely honest. Full discretion here. I did not have a good first 2 to 3 games of Aladdin. This is either my third or my fourth game. I can't remember how many times I played him. And I mean, the games were okay, but it did not click with me. And I feel like that's the case with most characters, to be honest. When a character just releases, you're obviously not going to perform as well with that character as you would with a character that you've been playing for months, right? Or even for weeks, or even for a couple of games, right? So watching what a character does on paper doesn't necessarily translate into just doing well with them your first or second game. And I understand that, as we're going to look for a gank underneath. I was waiting for her to flip. Now she flipped and stepped up enough so that I could go ahead and jump on her, hit her with the knockup, hit her with the wand. And now if she decides to get under tower, I'm gonna instead bring her into my lamp. And now she's kind of stuck in here for the next 10 to 15 seconds. I don't know the exact duration, but that should be in the guide. And we'll be able to pick her up with the help of our, what's her name? Aphrodite. That's another thing that Aladdin does that, if you guys are new, might be a little bit daunting. You can actually bring people into a separate arena in a 1v1 style showdown. But your team can come in to assist you, and so can their enemy team. So there's a couple of intricacies with using this ability, which we will cover here soon. There's just so much to cover, and I will cover the build as well. In case you missed it, the build was at the start of the video in the form of a screenshot. I should have probably mentioned that earlier. My bad. There's just so much to talk about, okay? Anyways, My first couple of games did not go too well. I didn't do the worst, but I also didn't do the best. That's kind of to be expected, like I mentioned, with a newer character. But I feel like I finally got it down with those like 2 to 3 games of experience that I have. I tested out different builds in those games, and I think I've come to kind of imagine that I want heavy intelligence, but making exceptions with items that are really good. So items like Hydra's Lament, items like Transcendence, items like Oathsworn Spear are items that I would like to go. Now, another gank on the chalk could be possible, but he's just so tanky. I do a lot of damage. I need the Mulan for backup here. I'm going to go ahead and do as much damage as I can. And honestly, the rest is going to be up to the Mulan if she's able to bring in some more damage. I'm not sure if that's the case. I do have the teleporter here. I'm trying to bait him into coming over here, and then maybe I can put him in the lamp and me and Mulan can dispatch of him there. But unfortunately, with hitting me with that, he's able to know that I'm still here. But I can jump and instantly put him into the lamp, and that ends up being effective. I'm waiting on my Mulan to come in the lamp. There she is. Oh wait, no, that's the enemy Loki's in the lamp, not my Mulan. Rip, I'm cooked. And they're so low. They're both so low. That's so unfortunate. All right, bit of unfortunate there, but that's what I was talking about, where there are some kind of intricacies with using the ultimate. If you use the ultimate in a bad position, then it allows the enemy team to jump in and help their teammate, and it really diminishes the effect of the, taking someone into the lamp. Because in the lamp, you're going to be stronger than your enemy. The scales are going to be tipped very slightly in your favor at the start, very heavily in your favor the more you level the ability. But obviously that kind of lead that you have in there, or that kind of advantage that you have, diminishes if the more enemy teammates help in or jump in to help. But later on in the game, once it's level 5, like 1 or 2 people, sometimes even 3 people, if one of them is kind of useless and behind, could still be a winning situation for you as long as you're in that lamp. In the early game, it's hard enough to fight one person in there if they're better suited for early game fights. And let's not even talk about 2. But even then, I almost managed to kill them both. It's just unfortunate that that wasn't how it went down. It also does give you health back. So if you're about to die, there's like nothing wrong with putting someone in the lamp just to gain your health back, and then just kind of seeing if you can waste time in there. For example, here, I feared for my death, so I instantly took him into the lamp, healed me. And now the problem is, it really was only to save myself a little bit of time. You can see that's all I'm trying to do, is save a little bit of time. But because the enemy team jumps in, I end up dying anyways. But the whole point of that was to save my life, because I was going to die under tower anyway. So I figured, hey, if I can ult here and my team can hold the line out there and not let them come into this lamp, not only can I probably kill this Loki, but I will end up surviving. Fortunately, that did not end up being the case. So I would say that this video, coupled with the guide, is going to be kind of what I needed to succeed my first couple of games with Aladdin. But obviously, you're going to need at least 1 or 2 games of experience as well. So I'm going to recommend, this character is a little bit harder, I will admit, than some of the other characters in the game. But if you do want to play Aladdin, don't get discouraged by your first or second game. This should be a pretty easy kill. Yeah, nice. Mulan's able to pick up that shutdown gold. I'm able to pick up that experience, which is a lot considering he was pretty far ahead, which I am completely okay with. I'm going to check if this red is up before I clear the blue. Oh, and Loki's over here. We might actually be able to kill the Loki here. I wish I had my second ability. I might have to put him in the lamp because I don't want him to kill the Afro. I wonder if Afro jumps in here. Afro did jump in here. She's really low though, but we're able to pick up the kill. 469 gold for that. That's huge. Now I could leave the lamp like whenever after a couple of seconds, and that is the same for the enemy team. They have a couple seconds where they're forced to be in there. There's her dash. We should be able to kill her pretty easily now after that. 1 into auto attack, 1 combo will end up killing her, and I think the Aphrodite's safe. I don't think we can kill her, to be honest. I don't have the health. But yeah, you're forced to be in there with the enemy in the lamp for a couple of seconds. I mentioned the exact duration in the guide. I totally forgot what the exact duration in there is, but it feels like maybe 10 seconds. And then you can actually teleport out, or it will force kick everyone out eventually. Or if you kill the opponent in there, then it will also force kick you out. So those are the couple of rules surrounding the ultimate. Now, there are a couple of, like, he has 2 passives. Let's talk about the first one. The first one is the active that you see right there, keybind to Q. It gives you 3 wishes. It kind of works like Raijin ultimate, if you've ever played Raijin in Smite 1, where you click that keybind and then you can click your ability 1, 2, or 3 keybind to choose which version of the ultimate you want. Well, in this case, you click the active keybind that you have your passive set to, which in my case is Q, and then you have your ability 1, 2, or 3 keybinds to decide what wish you end up using. Now these wishes are different. You have wish for wealth, which will give you money, and then also for the next minute or two increase the amount of gold that you're going to get from kills or assists. And then you have wish for immortality, which will literally bring you back to life after death, but in the fountain, and you're going to have a lot of movement speed coming out of the fountain. And when I say a lot, as we gank this enemy Chuck, and with the help of the mid laner, I have no doubt in my mind that we're going to be able to kill him. And now maybe another teleport hit over to the right side of the map. But yeah, wish for immortality will bring you back to life in the fountain whenever you use it, and then give you a lot of movement speed. And when I say a lot of movement speed, I'm not talking about, a Thanatos 2 level movement speed. I'm talking about zoom across the map and instantly be at mid level of movement. It's a lot of movement. Now this is going to be pretty easy to kill him. 1 into an auto attack will. And now she's looking a little bit worse for wear, but considering she does have that blink away and the Neath is also here now, I'm a little bit concerned about going in and fighting 3 people at this very moment. But I do have the lamp available if I need to get out or drag someone in there. But the problem that I'm having this match specifically is convincing my teammates to go into the lamp with me and help me while the enemy team does come into the lamp. So again, that's a little bit of an ultimate, a little bit of situations that you actually have to worry about. I'm going to go ahead and blink her a couple auto attacks into the lamp. I probably shouldn't have took her into the lamp because I ended up healing her, but I should be able to kill her here pretty easily, as we just saw there. Now, the Aphrodite has the chance to escape before I kill her because I'm waiting on cooldowns right now. My damage isn't the absolute best right now, but I should be able to kill her pretty easily here, unless she has her ultimate. She's 1 health. Oh, Jingwei's able to pick her up. That's huge. And I was 1 health too. So I'm glad she ended up picking her up. 6 kills, 2 deaths on the Aladdin so far. To continue on the topic of wishes, your 3rd wish is wish for power, which will reset all of your cooldowns to include your ultimate, which is insane. So you could use your entire ability, drag someone in the lamp, right? Still either be in a sticky situation or still not able to finish off the kill. You can reset your cooldowns, all of them, and then kill that one person and then ult someone else again. And all of these wishes can only be used once throughout the match, so you kind of have to be smart about when you use them. Actually, I think so far in this game I haven't used any of them. So you gotta wait till you can make a big impact with these wishes. For Wish of Wealth, you want to wait till you can get a kill or 2 to make the max out of that, but that's a lot of damage that I just did. Maybe this build is the correct way to build, and we'll talk about it in a second. There's so much to talk about. I'm gonna go ahead and jump over the wall and see if I can do something to her. I'm gonna hit her with the 1 auto attack and bait out the what is her name? Oh, look at that damage. I'm gonna bait out the Aphrodite ultimate, and now that they're both in this lamp, I'm guessing they both get 1-shot dash into the second. I don't even need another auto attack. That is hitting so hard. And I'm gonna go ahead and exit the lamp now. Very, very cool. What was I gonna say? And yeah, you want to wait till you're gonna kill a couple of people before wishing for wealth. You want to wait till you kind of know that you can get back to the fight fast and make a difference before using immortality, things like that. But on top of that, you have these genie charges. You can see the little 2 eyes above my player icon or player portrait. Those are genie charges. Your abilities in and of themselves are all right. You can see the dash part is just my regular ability. Using a genie charge by reactivating the ability, I can make the genie appear and start slamming down in a circle in front of me of a couple of attacks. And also the cool thing about that one specifically is that you can do any action while he's doing that. It's independent of what you're doing. So you can continue to auto attack for extra damage while the genie is AoE auto attacking. As I'm going to go ahead and jump in. Probably not get the kill unless I'm surprising myself by how much that damn damage the dash does. 1 auto attack and she'll leave the game. That's so unfortunate. No, come back. Not that bad. Promise I won't kill you again. But anyways, on top of that, all of the abilities apart from the ultimate have the ability to be, you know, enhanced by a genie charge. I have my lamp here, and I'm gonna go ahead and drag him in it. I'm gonna go ahead and instantly dash him and miss everything, but it's okay because I do a lot of damage. That second ability with the genie charge is going to do most of the brunt of the damage. And now it's just this Afro who's looking like she's gonna focus on running away completely, but she's 1 health. So I don't know what she's planning to do here. I'm just gonna dash for the minute I'm out, and we'll be able to kill her. That's that. Yeah. Deciding what, you only have 2 of these genie charges, and then they go on cooldown. You can see that right now I'm waiting 5 seconds on my other genie charge, but I have 1 active right, or available right now. I get to choose which abilities I use them on, and a lot of the times I find you've been noticing one thing that I do over and over, and it's dash into the genie appearing, doing AoE slam on the ground damage. It just does so much damage. I think that if you're playing like in the jungle, this that I just did, which I know might be hard to see on top of everything else happening, I feel is just the most damage you can bring out of this character. I mean, in this current, with me being as far ahead as I am and having the atomization that I do, it's one-shotting to say the least. But yeah, I don't know. That's about as much as I'm willing to cover because I have to start going over the build here. On top of commentating over what's happening is taking a little bit of time. I'm going to start talking about the build. But if you do want to learn more about this character, if I did my job of kind of convincing you of how cool this character and how fun he is, then again, check out the guide and you'll learn how to play him. Probably a little bit better than I taught you here because obviously I'm kind of just yapping about what I like about the character and what I think is cool as opposed to just going over everything. So watch that guide, I'll link it down in the description, and let's talk about the build. So this character is a ranged magical damage dealer, think Ao Kuang, but he scales hybridly. He uses strength and intelligence, I would like to say almost equally, but you know, it's a little bit in the favor of the intelligence as I'm on the enemy. I have my lamp, so I don't really fear anything. I'm gonna use my blink to grab a little bit of movement towards her, but unfortunately he ends up body blocking the lamp. Is it really unfortunate though? Because I feel like this Afro I've killed multiple times, so obviously he's worth more to kill, and I can kill him because I do a lot of damage. But yeah, you want to build pretty heavily into intelligence, but because he scales so well off of strength as well, actually the genie scales more off of strength. He scales more off of int, I think. That's the way it works. So you do want to go focus on int, but also there are some really good strength items that you might want to pick up. You guys have noticed something that has been pretty consistent in this video is I'm constantly throwing in auto attacks in between my abilities. 1 auto attack, 2 auto attack, 2 genie charge activation, 3 land on them auto attack. It's just something that I do with all of my characters, especially assassins really well benefit from this playstyle. So what if I get Book of Thoth, which is my first item. Start off with the jungle item, obviously. Book of Thoth. Ooh, she dashed away. She's dead. Look at that damage. Nice job, Mulan. Book of Thoth, you know, jungle starter item. I'm finding it hard to talk over everything that's going on. Jungle starter item into Book of Thoth gives me a lot of intelligence, infinite mana, and some flat pen. So I'm doing damage right off the bat once I stack up Book of Thoth. Follow it up with Polynomicon, and I'm getting that extra amount of damage with every auto attack that I use after an ability. Now, Hydra's Lament is a similar item to Book of Thoth in that it does the same thing with the passive. It gives you bonus damage off of your auto attacks. Putting them both together does a lot of damage. That is a lot of bonus. It's a bonus on top of a bonus. Now, on top of that, it gives you cooldown reduction, which is very nice. I'm going to go ahead and put this chalk into the lamp. Now, how much damage am I able to deal with him? We're about to find out. Ooh, but the enemy Aphrodite's in here to help him. See, that was probably a mistake on my part. He should die here, though. He should die here. I just need a couple more auto attacks. Oh, no. But now we spawned in under their Phoenix. See, this is what I'm talking about. Probably not always the best idea to ult in every situation because I just spawned my poor team back in right under Phoenix where their entire team was just waiting to ambush us the minute we were out. Oh no. Anyways, with the atomization, does a lot of damage. After that, Doom Orb is an item that I think I'll have pretty high value for Aladdin because it gives you a lot of power. It gives you some percent pen, which we're lacking so far, but it's also going to give you some movement speed, which I think is really important on this character. I'm gonna be completely honest. I think movement speed is very important. And I like the amount of damage that it gives you alongside that. After that, I decided to go into Obsidian Shard because I wanted some more damage up against the tankier characters. I think that if that last fight taught me anything, it was that Route of Tahuti would not be enough. I need more percent pen so that I'm able to one-shot that chalk and maybe exit that lamp a little bit more gracefully. After that, your lamp is still going to be in your inventory, and the lamp isn't just the conduit through which you cast your 3 wishes. It also does give you like a percent increase on all stats that you gain from items, so it's nice to have in the early, mid to late game. But it's not going to be half as good as just buying a full item. So in the late game, once you need to buy a full item, you can go ahead and sell it and do that. Now this afro is really good actually just juking around the lamp, but I do damage, so we should be able to kill her here pretty easily. We managed to kill 2 people, and I think this might be the end, so I'm going to speed run some of my thoughts with the building. Experiment, right? Focus a little bit on intelligence over strength, if not just an equal, like I would say 60% int, 40% strength. Even 50-50 would work fine in my opinion, but I think that a little bit more intelligence would be better than a little bit more strength. But get items like high ticket value items from the strength category to enhance your kind of intelligence items. For example, here I'm going to go Oathsworn Spear if the game lasts long enough, which is a physical item that gives me flat pen. It's the only like large flat pen item. Oh, I'm dead. Rip, maybe we don't end here. It's the only large like flat pen item that we have in the game, and it's physical. Considering this is a hybrid character, not only can I make use of that strength, I don't want to say it's physical, that might confuse you. It's strength based, right? So I don't want to kind of confuse you guys. You guys are going to have to let me know down in the comments if I've been saying strength or physical. I hope that I've been saying strength and intelligence and not physical and magical, because those things are not the same thing at all. Anyways, you're going to want to focus on intelligence over strength. And there are some strength items that because you're hybrid, you can make use of. And there are some really good strength items, such as Oathsworn Spear, which is going to give you a lot of flapping, which is what I'm going to go last here, which looking by the fact that we didn't end, I probably will get to have that item, and I'm really excited to do a bunch of damage to the squishier characters and the tankier characters alike. So yeah, that's my kind of thought process between building him. Focus a little bit more on intelligence as compared to strength, but buy some good strength items that offer a lot outside of just the strength stat. And then also one thing that I've considered, and I probably should have done, is bought Transcendence, right? Like I've done that in my last game and it didn't go well, and I feel like I chopped up like me not being good at the character to the build being not good, so I want to try out something different. I think that was foolish. I think that if I had Transcendence right now alongside Book of Thoth, Polynomicon, and the other item, what's it called, Hydra's Lament, I would have been destroying. I mean, I already am destroying. I'm 16-4, but I feel like I just would have been one-shotting even more than I am here, and I'll have to try it out. One thing that I do want to try out is a solo lane build. I did try out a solo lane build. It went pretty well. I was very tanky. I was a nuisance to the enemy team, but I wasn't doing much damage, so I have to find a way to balance that build. Now I'm going to go ahead and go on her. I don't think I'll be able to kill her because she's going to beads, but I'm going to be able to take her in the lamp exactly to do that. Waste time, but unfortunately she does a lot of damage and my team isn't in here, so I might just die. So close. Maybe I need to stop feeding. I think I got a little bit too excited and distracted talking about the build and just thinking about all the different combinations of items. And here's the Oathsworn Spear. Sell the lamp, grab myself that Oathsworn, and I don't think they'll be able to fight me again. I mean, I just think I fucked up with the fight on that Cupid by walking to him in a straight line and eating some auto attacks, to be honest. We're gonna go ahead and call attack the Fire Giant. I feel like we're chilling out in their base, but are not actually able to end, which is probably due strictly to the tankiness of the chalk and the healing of the Aphrodite. Because they are missing the Neath and they don't do that much damage, but given the chance to by this chalk kind of stopping incoming damage, or this Aphrodite straight up healing it, it's going to be quite difficult to brute force this. So I'm gonna call the Fire Giant. We should be able to do this very, very fast, and then we can look at ending after the fact. I'm gonna pop that little ward thingy, which I should really make a video on, I feel. And we'll be able to see that they're somewhat close, but not close enough to actually steal this Fire Giant. And now we can rush their base with the increased effects from the Fire Giant to finally end it off. I have just about everything but Blink available. I'm full build to include Oathsworn Spear, which means I'm doing a lot of damage to some of the squishier characters. to include this Cupid that I'm thinking of dashing on right now, and that I will. She gets damn near one shot. Mulan manages to finish her off. I do have the lamp and miss the lamp, but I'm still just gonna kill this Loki straight up because I do so much damage. And our Aphrodite will pick up the enemy Aphrodite. They're all dead. That's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful, found it enjoyable. I'll see you guys for tomorrow's video, which should be a tips and tricks video. I have 10 really good tips and tricks for starting players, so make sure you subscribe for that. Subscribe for character guides, subscribe for other guides, subscribe for gameplay, subscribe for just about everything. I post Smite every single day. Also join my Discord server. Everything is linked down in the description. I ran out of time. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm the entire T-Screen. Love you. And I'll see you in the next one. 18 kills on Aladdin.